Nolan, what was just Coach Guard's message to you guys after the game after taking a loss like that?
Yeah, it wasn't pretty, and rightfully so. I think it was a lot more of just the technical stuff on the court rather than that. I think it was more internally. I think it was our mindset, our aggressiveness, our physicality going into it, knowing what BYU brought last year and what they were going to bring this year, what we needed to bring as a team, and we didn't do that. Obviously, shots didn't go in, but still scored 70 points, so I don't think offense is the huge issue right now. I think it's more of a defensive thing, more of an internal thing within each of us, just having that physicality every night.
Players were competing well at the start of the game. What broke down defensively?
I think it's just kind of, like I said, it was just, maybe we brought some physicality here and there. Coach said in there, it was one step forward, two steps back. So, we brought it for a little bit, and then they go on a little run, and we kind of go and shell up a little bit and just kind of, obviously if shots go in, that's one thing, and we look really good and shots don't, then we can't shell up and be mentally weak and, turn to one another and be like, what's going on? It's rather than that, it's more of just like take it upon yourself, go get some rebounds. I got to be better on the boards. Everyone's got to be better on the boards. I think that was one of our biggest issues tonight. But, I think it was more just having that physicality throughout the whole game.
You use the term mentally weak. How do you fix that?
It's just take it upon ourselves. There's nothing the coaches can do for us about that. It's lean on each other throughout the season. It's a long season. I remember as a freshman going down to Arizona and had this exact same thing happen to me. Lose by 30 points, and everyone's kind of like, what's going on? And, we come back, make it to the Big Ten championship, and be the fastest seed in the tournament. So I know what we're capable of. I know what the coaching staff's going to be able to do with us. And, I love this team, but we're going to take it upon ourselves and, really reflect and regroup as a team.
Having been through a group that has been able to regroup, kind of what's the key in terms of letting this kind of be a learning thing or something like that?
Just lean on each other. You can't turn your backs on one another. You can't make this thing about yourself and start going, okay, I got to do all this, I got to do all that. Rather than that, you got to play as a team. And being in the Big Ten, you're not going to get a night off. So it's every night you got to bring that physical, mental toughness every night. Else, we lose by 30.
The front court behind you, you guys knew there were going to be some growing pains with how did those guys got to move forward after taking one on the chin like they did today?
Yeah, I remember being a freshman too, and being in an environment like this and a team like that. It's not the easiest thing in the world. So, it's part of it is on me, helping them, being the mentor that they need, as Stephen was to me when things got tough. But just doing what they do in practice and just playing basketball. Just don't overthink it. I know as a freshman, you go out there and you got all these fans and coaches are yelling at you, but at the end of the day, it's just hoops. So just don't overthink it and just be aggressive.
Saunders, I think, had 26. Kind of, what was he doing that maybe was it anything that you guys weren't expecting?
I think he was just playing harder than all five on the court at all times. Crashing the boards, getting offensive rebounds, getting putbacks. Obviously, his shots were going in, but I think he was just playing harder, and that really exposed us defensively. And like I said, that's something we really got to figure out and get better at.
You mentioned shots not falling kind of affected you guys mentally. How much of that was just some of the point-blank layups and the free throws when you guys are trying to claw back in the game and you don't get the easy ones?
Yeah, obviously you got to make the layups that they give you, and free throws are all mental. That's all upstairs. So going back to that mental toughness part, that's really all it is. And I know what this team's capable of. We see it in practice every day, and now it's translating it under the lights and in front of the fans and everything. But no, like I said, really the theme is mental toughness for us right now.